88 saved messages.
Please join the teleforum discussion going on right now from 6 to 7 p.m. Giving you a call in order to go over the yearly health question. This is a courtesy call to let you know your prescription order is ready for pickup at Walgreens. Please press 1 to receive a message.
Years to days. Months to minutes. Minutes take days. And seconds to a frame.
From the first day of the North Korean invasion on June 25, 1950, until the liberation of Seoul 3 months later, I remained quietly in the house. I entered the emergency nurses training school in October and November of 1950. After South Korea recovered Seoul 1952, I went up to Seoul to get a job in the U.S. Army quartermaster as a clerk. I wanted to be a doctor ever since I can remember. My mother encouraged me in many ways. It was the last day of my junior year of high school.
There's very little I can find here about my father. I know that he came to America in a cargo ship with only his clothes and some oranges, or so he said. I know that he was raised without a father. He was an ambitious young man, buoyed by his charm and wit. He had a great smile and left a good first impression. Being one of the few Koreans within a 100-mile radius, Mom was convinced to go out on a date with him. My dad's charm kicked into high gear, and they were soon married. Soon after came John, and then me. I'm sure it was a wonderful time, a new family in a new world, safe and secure. My dad was on the deck now, with the wind in his sails. But the old world is always with you, and it reminds you from time to time of home and what was left behind.
Market in the city of Wuhan. Out of 41 patients, 1 died and 7 are in critical condition there.
so unreal until maybe so real that it turns to unreal.
Our family moved out of the city to a bigger, brand new house in a small town. The Rexall drugstore was a 15-minute walk, and our school had 2 buildings connected by an underground tunnel below the street. Our neighbors, the Vickers, had 2 sons. We played football every day, and our moms always brought each other food. When there was a tornado warning, we would all go out, kick back, and watch the sky together.
To the flag of the United States of America.
My father worked for a program called LIFT to promote minority small business. He was moving among power players now, and he started his own small businesses. My father was drinking and staying out more. He was sleeping around, and my mother was not going to put up with it. She filed for divorce, but he got the Korean community to talk her out of it, and he came back. This would go on for some time. High up. We're as deep as we're gonna get. Some of us are trying to get clear of the crowd. You can still hear the chatter, so you walk some more. And when you get far enough, that feeling starts to appear. It's a moment, but it lasts longer than a moment. It's like time itself is slowing, separating you. It's clear and crisp and familiar. It's trust and surety that you're in the safest hands. When my mom was working, I would drag the couch cushions out to the backyard, and I would build a little fortress. I could crawl in and feel that same feeling, a trust and confidence in life. I could focus on just one thing, completely. Just stillness and me.
Pretty much shut it down, coming in from China. We have a tremendous relationship with China, which is a very positive thing. Getting along with China, getting along with Russia, we're offering them tremendous help. We have the best in the world for that. We've done a tremendous job in many other instances also on that, even recently. No, we've offered China help, but we can't have thousands of people coming in who may have this problem.
We're getting caught up in the convenience thing, that we're not spending enough time, that we're losing a lot that the generations before us did.
The high school years in the U.S. were about the quest for girls. That's it. This led me to abandon the honor roll and advanced mathematics for drama and art classes. I worked summers on the road crew and for Parks and Rec to get in shape. I spent 3 years in state college. Put up or shut up time eventually arrived, so I submitted my drawing portfolio to School of Visual Arts and I got in. I got my grade point and went into the NYU summer film program. My father did not find the success in business that he had helped others build. His blind spot was that he was not actually good to people who worked for him. And as his businesses failed, my mother had to take over. Eventually, she ran the only successful business, but at a great price. She sat in that gift store from 9 to 9 every day, every week. For me, for John.
Hello, I'm calling for a Mr. Lim to confirm an itinerary change for Flight 101.
Sent today at 11:24 a.m.
Hey, this is Bob. I'm at home, and I looked at this tape that they sent us, the cut they did, and it's stupid. Just put a smile on your face. Goodbye.
My mother had tried to divorce my father many times, but it wasn't until my graduation that she actually told me she did it. My father had little to say, so I took my mom to my apartment. That was the last time I would see him. She was trapped in that store that she never wanted. She kept it going, though, even when the demographics changed and the people stopped coming. She adapted. She survived. I sent her cards, mostly, from wherever I was, and saw her on the holidays. The only solace she had was her loving family. Her family would visit and support her in what I'm sure were lonely times. My mom is coming. The store is closed, and she's free. I wait for her as she makes her way across the country to an apartment in Long Beach. Every weekend I get stuffed with food, and I wax and wash her car in the sun. We don't talk much of the past. I finally get to show her my work. And we take a few adventures together. I just try to make her laugh and smile and enjoy the time we have. My father died in June of 2007. He was teaching computer science at a community college. He was buried by his sister. None of us were at his funeral. It was said that on his deathbed, he regretted the loss of his family. Goals, momentum. The year before, Bob passed away while scouting locations for his next film. Bob understood the importance of family. His filmmaking was family. And I know that he saw clearly what my father could not. Sometimes you need to stop and let things come to you.
Reality follows and then turns into itself. It opens up the possibility that we don't have to follow the same structure.
Tired from the stress of everyday life. Making everybody happy but you. Wouldn't it be nice to just pack a bag and go to where you want to be?
Bien cuidado, foca leopardo. This is the leopard seal.
Que no me muerda el Zodiac, que no me muerda el Zodiac, que no me muerda el Zodiac. Oh, did you see that?
Without Dr. and Mrs. Briggs, I would not be here today. Thank you, God and the veterans of war. Feels like flu is visiting me. Feverish and tired. I need a bearing replacement schedule on December 2nd. Not as easy as first time.
In December of 2019, my mother fell to the floor of her apartment. She suffered a small stroke. Unable to speak or reach the phone, she laid there. She didn't black out completely, but she was aware. Maybe she thought she could get up later. Maybe someone would come in and check on her. Or maybe it was her time.
Big brother said to her, but while he was down and on the ground and I saw the castle and behind, I grabbed the shot.
My mother laid on that floor for 3 days. No comforting touch. No soothing voice. Nothing but her thoughts. But she suffered, alone. Lost in the dark, did she despair?
Are you home?
End of final message.
No. Don't think about John. Don't think about Dad. Think about your dream to be a nurse come true. How loved you were by everyone you touched. Your son. Did she find the peace of God's presence? How welcome she would be. I want to show you a place, vast and wide, yet small enough to wrap around you. A place where you know you are loved, and in the surest of hands. I don't know if I have time enough. Stay with me. Mom.
Delta is suspending all of its flights between the U.S. and China starting next week.
One last thing. I found in my mother's documents. She never told me.
Dear Sir, I am appealing my application denial for statute as permanent resident.
Dear Jesse, please find time and write the dates and facts about yourself, and we'll send what is needed.
This letter is in behalf of Miss Kim, who is appealing her application for status as permanent resident.
Her association with us is of a mutual benefit.
It is my desire to have Jessie Kim in our organization for the purpose of practical training in the field of nursing.
We would like to go on record in her behalf in her appeal.
We're very proud of you. Love, Mary Briggs.
Mom, I hope this message finds you safe and back at home. I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I am taking your life and story with me. Every step I take traces back to the first, where you held me up and gave me faith. My constant companion. No matter where I may go, all roads lead back to you and home.